Hey everyone! So this is my 39-week pregnancy vlog. I'm sorry it's late. I have been so busy this week and you will find out why in just a few minutes. I have major updates this week. I wanted to make this video before I didn't get the chance. So I guess I'll just go ahead and start off with last Wednesday because that's when my days change. And I'll just kind of go throughout the week. Basically last Wednesday we went to my 39-week doctor's appointment. And my mom and my husband came with me, and he did a cervical check to just kind of see my progress. And if you remember from 38 weeks, I was pretty soft, baby was kind of low, and I had no dilation. So at my 39-week appointment, he said that I still had absolutely no dilation at all, which, I mean, isn't a big thing for a first baby. I've read that most of the time when you have a first baby that you don't dilate, in fact. So that wasn't kind of a big surprise. I wasn't expecting to. I was hoping, but I knew it probably wasn't going to happen. So I was not dilated at all, but he did say that my cervix got a lot softer than it was from the previous week, which was a good sign, and that the baby was really, really low. I had discussed with the doctor at my 38-week appointment kind of about inductions, if I had gone to 40 weeks or if at my 39-week appointment he thought that I was going to go past that. And we decided that if the baby didn't come by March 27th, which is my due date, that we were going to go ahead and schedule an induction, and I have my reasons for it. Not to let me go to the 41-week mark, because I know I've said in previous videos he lets you go to 41 weeks and then that's when he kind of discusses induction. But my doctor and I and my husband and I decided that we were going to schedule the induction for her due date if she hadn't come by then. And so all throughout my 39 weeks I was walking over an hour every single day, bouncing on my ball. One day I bounced on the ball I think like for 4 hours, as well as doing like the hip rotations, and we did two 1-hour walks. And I did start feeling a lot more Braxton Hicks this week, and mild like menstrual type cramping, but she just decided she didn't want to come. And I'm currently 39 weeks and 6 days, so I am going to be 40 weeks tomorrow, which is my due date. So I am going to be going to the hospital tomorrow night at 4 p.m. and what they're going to do is I check in at 4 and they're going to start Cervidil, which is basically something that they insert and it makes your cervix even softer to increase the likelihood of a successful induction. And then if that doesn't throw me into labor on its own, which most of the time it doesn't, but in some women it does, he thought that I was a good candidate for it because of the fact that I was already pretty soft. And so if it doesn't throw me into labor on its own, I'm spending the night in the hospital all Wednesday night, and then at Thursday around 6 in the morning the doctor's coming and he's going to start the Pitocin, and which will be March 28th, and hopefully we will have a baby by the end of the day on March 28th, which will be this Thursday. I am really nervous about it only because I know that Pitocin does increase the likelihood of a cesarean section, which is something I super do not want. So if you guys can keep me in your thoughts or in your prayers, that would be awesome, because I mean, I have to say that's my number one fear, besides baby being healthy and all of that good stuff. I mean, as far as like the birthing process goes, I am pretty scared that she'll go through fetal distress, I won't dilate, or something like that, and it's going to end up in a cesarean section, which is something I don't want, because then you have to worry in births after that, following that, about VBACs, and you're just more high risk and all of that stuff. So that's something, I mean, everyone's been asking me, I'm not nervous at all, but that's the one thing that does kind of concern me and that I'm a little bit apprehensive about. Oh, and then also at the appointment, I gained a total of 47 pounds. And the doctor really hasn't said anything more about the weight, but that is how much I've gained during this pregnancy, is 47 pounds, which is definitely more than I wanted to, but I mean, that's what my body did, so I'm okay with it, and I'm hoping that it comes off soon. My fundal height was 38 weeks, so she still is measuring a week behind. I've gotten super, super swollen. I can't take off my wedding ring anymore. Here's my wedding ring. And when I go on walks especially and stuff and my hands are down, it just gets so swollen that it like won't come off at all. When I go and get my nails done or anything, I just leave it on and get lotion all over and everything because that does not want to come off. I've definitely felt a big decrease in movement during the day, even more so than before. I pretty much like don't feel her at all during the day except for a few nudges here or there, and I mean, as to be expected because she has like no room in there anymore. She's most active at night when I'm trying to sleep. That's like her big movement time. After I do all of my yoga ball rotations and all of that, I do start getting like some lower back pain and my stomach starts tightening a little bit, but there's just like no progress after at all. I've been doing like huge hills and everything, and she just doesn't want to come. I've probably tried almost like every natural labor process, eating pineapple, and I didn't do castor oil because I've heard that it can have some negative effects because if the baby's like later developed like how she is, that it can cause the baby to actually do bowel movements inside of the amniotic sac, and it can cause meconium. Isn't something that I'm willing to risk just to try and get her to come, even though I've heard like a lot of successful stories about it. So, but I mean, like other things besides that, I've definitely tried. I've been feeling a lot of like menstrual type of cramps and things like that. Some are more painful than others, but nothing timeable at all. I did this week put a towel under my bed just in case my water broke. But like I said, I just had this feeling that she wasn't going to be here by March 27th. And I kept telling everyone, everyone's like, no, I think that you will, I think that you will. And I just had this gut feeling that she wasn't going to be here and the induction process was going to start. And I was right. My mom actually had a dream on March, like a little bit before March 20th. It was like around the 18th or something, that she was going to come on the 20th and that it was raining outside. And it rained that day. But no such luck again. She decided not to come. She's really comfortable inside my tummy, apparently. It's kind of funny. Every single time I call a family member, they're like, is this it? Is this it? And I'm just like, I told you guys she's not going to come till after the 27th. I knew. I actually think that my doctors might have my due date a little bit incorrect. And the reason I think that is because my doctor's office, like most doctor's offices, calculate your due date based off of your last menstrual period. And if they calculated my due date based off my last menstrual period, yes, it is March 27th, which is my due date. But I've read online that ultrasounds prior to 12 weeks are the most accurate indicator of your due date. And around 7 weeks, when I was in Florida with my husband for my honeymoon, we had an ultrasound done because we had kind of had a scare, and so we just went to go get things checked, and they indicated that my due date based off of her measurements was April 1st. And on top of that, I have longer cycle days, and so they calculate your due date based off of a 28-day cycle, if you didn't already know. And I have 33-day cycles, and so that would push my ovulation date back, which would then push back my due date. I think that's why she hasn't come yet. I don't think that I've necessarily gone past due. I just think that maybe they calculated it wrong. But I mean, it's only by 4 or 5 days, so it's not that big calculation, I guess. So it's not really that big of a deal with me. I'm just going to stick with March 27th. And yeah, I am going to be filming the labor and us going to the hospital and all of that stuff. So I mean, I don't know how soon I will be able to get those videos up to you guys after being in the hospital and discharged and everything. I will try and do a quick little video of us checking in and everything on my iPhone and upload that like unedited and everything, just so you guys have some updates. But all of like the big videos and introducing her and my labor and birth story and all of that good stuff probably won't be up until a little later. So if you guys don't hear from me from a couple of days, that's fine. Or you guys can go ahead and go to my Facebook link, which is below, and I will be posting updates on that for anyone that wants updates before videos are able to get posted on YouTube. It's just been crazy. Like, we've been running around all day today and all day yesterday, like just finishing laundry and going grocery shopping and stocking up on things and installing car seats and making sure that everything is 100% perfect and ready for when she gets here. I guess that's kind of a positive of knowing when you're going into the hospital you can get everything set and ready, as opposed to being surprised and unaware. So I guess I will go ahead and show you my baby bump for week 39. And the side. And the other side. Here's with the shirt up. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys have any questions, comment below and I will try and answer them as soon as I can. So, yeah, I guess I will see you guys next time with an update or a little baby. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.